Looks like we are getting started. There's Mookie.
Yeah, I broke things. Sorry, guys. I'm a little late.
Uh-oh. Alright, so we've got our rows and columns that they have chosen for each other. Tracie has chosen column 2, which we were talking about that earlier. Column 2 is a pretty rough one. Whereas Toasty said row 2 for Tracie. And actually row 2, I wasn't really looking at that, but that's rough.
It's a lot of traveling.
I mean, I'm more looking at the 4 Norfair E-tanks, which forces Ridley. So whatever they do, they have to do Ridley. And then, I guess they don't have to get Speed Booster, but they will have to explore all of the wreck ship. It is possible to do that without Speed Booster, but it's not fun.
Yeah, no, definitely not a good time here. I don't know how Tracie's going to do it without skipping Spacer, but I guess we're going to have to find out.
Well, we could see a Plasma. If she wants to do something. Maybe she does column 2, right? And since she already did Dragon, she can go pick up the Plasma Beam and then go right down to Norfair. Those are my thoughts, at least, because I'm bad at Ridley, so I honestly want to say that's might be what I do. Just a route that does a lot in Meridia, since I want to go into Meridia anyways. So if I can get away with it, either that or just get a lot of ammo, which is also possible. So something like row 3. There really isn't a lot of rows that pick up a lot of super missiles. Something like row 3 or column 4 is the only thing I see.
Yeah. And I'm trying to see if there's any overlap for Tracie here, and everything that overlaps is definitely a difficult. There's something in it that makes it not fun. Like row 1 or column 1 would have her finishing in Craig's room, so that she'd be all over the place and have to make 2 trips there.
Meanwhile, for Toasty, I think we talked about that. Row 3 is really good with column 2, potentially. You said row 1 as well. I'm not totally sure about that there.
Oh no, I was saying row 1 is kind of rough for that one, just because everywhere you have to go. And for Tracie, it's not an easy one. That finish in Craig's room, I think, is kind of a bugaboo, so to speak.
Column 1 is the best option for avoiding Meridia. Yeah, probably. It's a little bit awkward. I guess there's a few things. There's plenty of super missiles you can collect if you want to do like a randomizer Ridley fight with just a bunch of super missiles and then finish them off with your janky beam combo, which is basically just charge ice wave. I could see it.
So I can say, just kind of knowing Tracie's running style, that she is going to probably do the Norfair and Brinstar things first, because she's not a big fan of early wreck ship.
Yeah, her early wreck ship is pretty difficult, especially if you aren't doing any extra E-tank collection. Doing just straight up new route Fantoon can be not fun. Where is Toasty go? Okay. Toasty giving Tracie a bit of a head start. Waiting up for her to catch up to him. What a nice guy, really. Toasty, the nice guy of the Super Metroid community. Real talk, I think he was thinking about going down to get Beta Missile, but he forgot he would have to go back down there anyways to get Billy Mays. That's the only thing I can think of. Either that or he's just doing it dumb.
Yeah, got a lot of thinking going on, especially this early, so he could have just, just he thought like I'm trying to talk, and it's not good.
Chat brings up a good point. He could have been trying to get the randomizer deboost up to the E-Tank in the beta missile room, which, once again, still not a good idea since he will be back in that area. But it was a possibility. Of course, he has to collect all 60 Brinstar missiles, which the beta missiles and Billy Mays missiles in Blue Brinstar are both a part of. So, no matter what he decides to do, he will have to go back there.
So Tracie gets the criteria map station. So I'm guessing we're going to see row 1, column 1, or the top left, bottom right.
She could also be picking it up just in case. Like, maybe she doesn't know what her route's going to be, so she's just picking that up as a kind of a, well, I might do this, so might as well do it now.
Good point.
So, yeah, there's not too much to talk about. Doesn't look like Toasty's going to be doing early wreck ship, considering he's damaging through the pirates. Although he might still go up and then do a bunch of farming, like in Hellway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am surprised no one forced that 11 E-Tank square on either runner. There's a lot of... I suppose you could do it by like something like skipping Botwoon and then the lower Norfair E-Tanks, but even that would be a lot of E-Tanks to collect. There's so many places you would have to go. I'm surprised nobody forced it. But either way, Toasty, of course, needs to pick up his Brinstar missiles, so he is going to pick up the ones in this room back here, the Ron Papil missiles. Yeah, column 4 as a whole is pretty rough, but luckily, neither runner is going to be forced to do that. I say luckily because playing the game without high jump is not fun. It's not. You can take my word for it. But some people find it fun, so maybe it's not as bad as I'm saying it is, but it's still not good.
Yeah, those weird people who like run the low percent ice. No high jump boots. I mean, low percent speed as well.
So Toasty may be planning row 5. The only big thing that would force is high jumpless lava dive. Or actually, it wouldn't even force that, assuming he goes to the ship. It would just force high jumpless gravity jump, which is still a bit tight, but not too bad if you know what you're doing. And then Norfair Super Missile just means fight GT, and then Ice Beam, which, whatever, it's not that long. Technically, he doesn't even need to fight GT, because he could theoretically just pick up the super missile and then be done before he even starts the fight.
But what's the fun in not fighting GT?
You don't have to fight GT. Turns out doing that fight without plasma is less fun than you would think. Trust me, I'm the mini boss RTA guy here. It's not... I mean, it can be fun, I guess. But if I didn't have to do it, I would not. Anyways, Toasty's got his charge beam, Means if he wants that tile right there, you just saw highlight that collect 1 of Wave Beam or Charge Beam, he is not allowed to pick up the Wave Beam. Pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you were confused, you can't pick it up.
Well, he can, but it'll null and void the whole square.
Yep, and null and voiding that square means he can't do row 3 or column 1. Which, like I said, it looks like he may be doing column 5, or row 5. Could also be doing column 3, but I doubt it. Also could just be picking up the reserve for safety, but we'll see. So Toasty is actually not doing the route I would have expected. This looks like a pretty good row to do ship first, but actually Toasty's going down. A little bit interesting. Meanwhile, Tracie also picking up most of the early missiles here, and Brinstar also going to go for the Spore Spawn missiles, or Spore Spawn supers, I should say. So this kind of confirms what I was talking about. She's probably just going to go for a lot of super missiles in the route, and then use all of those super missiles to kill Ridley. I like this. I like this play a lot. And yeah, it's cool. Right now she's working on getting this lineup. Looks like she got it first try. So good job. Meanwhile, Toasty got health bombed by mini crates, so he doesn't have full super missiles. But he's just missiles down the eye door, like a door I believe it's called. And he's still got plenty for the fight if he wants to do a 4 super quick. So I don't think you need a speed booster for any of the Brinstar missiles. Am I correct? As far as I know, the only thing you would need are... I guess you wouldn't even really need power bombs, would you? Well, yes, you would, because the ones up in Alpha and Kraid. You need power bombs for both of those. So, yeah, that's another kind of weird thing with Toasty's route. He needs to go back to Kraid to kill, or not to kill, to get the Kraid missile. So I hope he doesn't forget about it, but he will need to go back and pick up that missile. So that's another thing about going ship first. You would have had power bombs once you made it to Kraid's lair the first time, so you wouldn't need to revisit it to pick up the missile. I mean, I guess that is true. Answering chat saying you should always ammo kill Ridley and Deb. I think that's fairly true. There's a couple like fringe cases where I think it might not be, but yeah, I would agree with that for the most part. Yeah, another option Toasty did have was going up to pick up Alpha PBs and Alpha PB missiles before going down to Kraid, similar to what some people do in any percent. I know Toasty does that. Not any percent, 100%. I know that is something Toasty likes to do. Get those power bombs and missiles early for a couple nice benefits. But Toasty just wanted to go straight down. Looks like he picks up high jump. Did he pick up high jump? I think he did. And go straight into the heck runs. Toasty could be doing column 3, but I don't know. I assume he's doing row 5. But it's possible. We still don't know exactly. We still don't really know what Tracie's doing, but that's because there's a lot of tiles on this card that are collection collection or late game items, I guess. So you don't really get a lot of early squares. Like you see Brinstar Reserve Tank and TracieM Map Station are really the biggest early squares you can get. Toasty did in fact unskip high jump. As he goes pretty standard any percent so far, picking up the speed booster. We'll see if he picks up Wave Beam. I don't see why not, but I also don't see why, so we'll see. He might pick up Wave Beam for a X Factor Phantom.
They're here at work.
Hmm?
I picked up a visitor here at work, so I had to disappear for a minute.
That's alright, I had you covered. Well, looks like Toasty is not picking up Wave Beam. He may be going to Croc. Either that or Lava Dive. Either one. Nope, he's going to Croc. Maybe he is doing column 3, and he'll pick up Grapple Beam. What are your thoughts on column 3 to pair with column 2?
Well, you already have to go into Meridia.
Well, I guess he would already want Grapple Beam to pick up Spring Ball in the first place. So, yeah. I like it.
Out of just not knowing, is it possible to grab Spring Ball without gravity, though?
Without gravity? No.
Right, so he would have to go to the ship still.
I mean, unless you can do it like with a spike suit, and I just don't know about some kind of crazy way to. Well, I guess you could getting the spike suit wouldn't be too hard. I don't know if that's actually enough to get you across to Spring Ball. Either way, I imagine he's going to be picking up gravity. No sane person can do it. Well put.
Good thing we don't have many sane people around here.
Well, Toasty did go for the spike suit. Did not get it, though. And that time he didn't even get the spark. Unfortunate, but it's all right. Toasty doing a bit of life contemplation after that, after missing that spike. As Tracie also unskips the high jump boots.
So say column 4 is out.
Yep, column 4 and row 5 are both out. Which I think further emphasizes the row or column 3 for Toasty. I think at this point that actually doesn't add really anything significant except for Criteria Meridia elevator. So I don't see a better option for Toasty. So what do you think Tracie is gonna go for with row 2?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think she will go for column 1? No, that would include the map station. So there's that. Ooh, Toasty sparks into the ceiling, but he is going over to the Gravitron, so he is going to go straight down into Lower Norfair, which since he isn't picking up Screw Attack, actually he isn't even picking up the Norfair Super Missile, so we won't fight GT. Never mind, forget I said anything. I just tabbed out of the restream. Hold up. Let me get that fixed. Alright, we're back. Meanwhile, Toasty, in the middle of a lava dive. Not too difficult. I still maintain that lava dive with high jump is not hard once you know how it works. And Toasty certainly does. So this here is interesting. If Tracie picks up the wave beam, that locks her out of doing column 1.
She could just be grabbing the missiles for some reason, or she just realized it and got out of there.
I think she just fell and wanted to go back to the top of the room and retry.
Or that too.
And I don't think there's any reason to just pick up the missile. So we still are not sure what Tracie is going to do. And while Toasty attempting his green gate glitch. Uh-oh. Alright. First try with plenty to spare. Toasty, a champion among us mere mortals. He's a master of the gate glitch, and he's got his screw attack. Meanwhile, Tracie has unskipped the wave beam, which locks her out of column 1. Meanwhile, Toasty, it doesn't look like Toasty knows the setup to get out of that room from the energy refill, but he makes it out anyways with a slightly different setup. And yeah, that's all his business in Norfair. He's going straight up to the ship. At least I would imagine. So if you're Toasty here, which 4 E-Tanks do you pick up, since you need 4 more? Because I think... Because he can pick up the Beta Missile E-Tank, the Blue Brinstar E-Tank in the ceiling, and then the Edikun E-Tank are both in the way. And then there's a couple more E-Tanks that are in Brinstar. But he needs a total of 8. So which 2, besides those 2, are the fastest, do you think?
Gauntlet wouldn't be terrible.
That is true. He does have screw attack, so Gauntlet would be a viable option. Okay, so this might give us a clue here. Tracie is also going to Croc. Not sure what it tells us, but Tracie is at Croc, for better or for worse. Oh, right. She has to do this because the E-Tank behind Croc. That's right.
Well, that does eliminate row 1, though. So we know that.
Well, that's only if
she
he...
Yeah. getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, if she picks up the grapple beam, that will tell us something at least. Alright, Toasty. Okay, he did not forget to pick up the Kraid missile. This is big development. Or rather, it would have been a big development if Toasty had forgotten. But luckily, he didn't. Honestly, I'm mostly switching audio to Toasty because he likes to leave his alerts on, so I'm hoping we get some of those. Don't tell anyone though. I'm telling chat to not follow Toasty at the moment. Don't subscribe.
Don't donate lots of bits.
Don't give Toasty all of your money.
That's right. Give me all your money.
Yeah, give us, the SpeedGaming staff. We're not actually SpeedGaming staff, but give the SpeedGaming staff all your money so they start, so we get paid to do commentary. Just kidding. Of course, we are not cool enough to get paid. We are all bad. Anyways, Toasty. I imagine he picks up the alpha PBs. Maybe not. He needs one more PB pack from somewhere. Looks like he's gonna pick up beta PBs. I agree with this. I think I agree with this.
I don't disagree with it.
I don't not disagree with it. Anyways, he's got his 10 power bombs, so he doesn't need any more of those. And so of course, he will need to kill Fantoon just to get his gravity suit, so he can get Spring Wall. And he will be doing... Wait. I forgot about something, and so did Toasty. He needs the Alpha PB missile. He didn't go down there. He didn't pick those up. That's bad. That's actually bad. That's not good. I also think I would have liked to see him do, I would have liked to see him do the Brinstar cleanup before entering Rex ship, because then he could have taken Forgotten Highway and taken an elevator down into Meridia, and then gone from there to the Spring Wall. I think that would have been slower, but it would have been cooler. Meanwhile, Tracie is also making her way up Red Tower. I imagine she's also going to go to the wreck ship. No, it looks like she is going to do Brinstar cleanup first. Sick.
But apparently she hasn't grabbed Kraid missiles yet either.
Oh dear. Yeah. 60 Brinstar missiles is really annoying. And not because it's actually annoying. There's a lot of missiles in a condensed area. Tracie's actually not going to Blue Brinstar right now. Huh. Wonder where she's going then.
Waterway E-Tank?
That tells me... I guess she is doing Row 1. If she's picking up extra E-tanks like this, then row 1, I suppose, would be her target.
I mean, she really. Well, I don't know how many Norfair ones she grabbed. I did a terrible job of counting them all.
No, I leave the counting to the trackers. Don't ask me.
Numbers are difficult.
Luckily, Toasty's listening to us, so he'll know he skipped the Alpha PB missile. Thank God. I mean, also, we're literally telling him how to route. So, you know, I'm not sure how loud this should be, but I guess I'm the one doing it, so, you know, we won't talk about it.
I think Toasty should go fight Ridley then.
I think Toasty should just go X-ray climb into Turian right now, then go do Mother Brain, and then do the escape from RBMBO, and then continue on to fight Ridley.
That sounds great.
Yes, Tracie is on her way to 8 E-tanks. I imagine, looks like she's picking up the Etikun items as well. So she's gonna get that E-tank, which brings her total up to 7. And she would only need 1 more, which she's gonna get at least 2 in Norfair because she has to.
Yeah, she'd have to get Ridley.
She has to get Ridley and she has to get Firefly. So, hey, what did I say? Shoutouts to Glacio for the host on the toast.
Is that left shark or right shark, though?
I think it's the left half of right shark. What did I tell you? I put on Toasty's audio because I knew it would happen. You all thought I was crazy. I'm no loon. I'm just a epic gamer. Anyways, Toasty's got his gravity suit, which allows him to get Spring Ball. So he will be doing that shortly. Yeah, Tracie was definitely going down to Etikun Supers, but no reason to not pick up the E-Tank while you're on the way. I agree with that choice. I'm kind of surprised Tracie isn't going kind of the meme route, the CFV route up to wreck ship, and then since I believe she has to do, if she's doing row 1, which I guess she's not necessarily, she would have to get gravity. You know what? She could be doing TLVR. And then she can, she could end at Criteria Meridia. Right? Or is there something I'm missing?
It sounds right. I just would wonder why she wouldn't have grabbed ice while she was already there. Other than it may slow me down.
I think picking up ice. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter since she isn't really doing anything. If anything, ice would be faster because it makes it easier to get across X-ray. But I was gonna say if she was fighting a boss, then picking up ice later would be better since she could do X factors with wave. But maybe not. Not sure. Either way, I doubt she forgets. So either she's not doing that or... well, we'll see. That is right. She's probably going to end at Ridley E-Tank, but it makes things a bit awkward if she's doing TLBR. I guess she had to do Blue Brinstar anyways. I would have liked doing Blue Brinstar first and then doing CFB route up to Rick Ship. Although I guess she hasn't done Alpha Missile either. And if she wants to take Criteria Meridia Elevator... Alright, never mind. Forget I said anything.
Got it. Forget stuff. I'm good at that.
Yeah, forget everything I've said for the past 3 minutes. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, we're about to see a high five, actually. Toasty and Tracie are about to meet up. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm ready. I stay ready.
Oh no, Toasty. Just one little block. Oh wait, we might not actually see the high five. Tracie, you gotta hurry down. Alright, there it is. The high five below the little block platform. We did it. Epic high five. Toasty has not picked up that E-Tank yet. He will need to. Like I said, he is short on the energy. I imagine he's picking that up on the way out, though, since he had to do a spark. So, which Brinstar missiles are Toasty missing? Oh, none. That would be his last. Okay. Toasty didn't pick up the E-Tank, though. He needs a couple more of those. Alright, yeah, just kind of further confirms what Tracie's planning on doing for Ridley, just picking up as many supers as she can, make the fight as close to rando as possible.
Just missed it.
Just missed it. This looks good. Oh, never mind. Maybe? Okay, Toasty did in fact go back after he heard the commentary, just trying to make sure no one forgets anything. We're basically carrying the runners, you know that, right? Like, what would they be? What would they be without us, really?
I don't know if I'm carrying anyone, but I give a lot of bad information, so...
Yeah, I think I said that before the tournament started, Jeff. I don't agree, or maybe I didn't say it, but I held the opinion that I don't really agree with people listening to comms. I personally don't do it, but I don't know. It's whatever. I'm the one saying the stuff, so if I didn't want people to hear it, then I should just not say it.
No, I definitely think I can see the point where it's... This is a category where it could be thought to not be good.
Like I said, it's whatever. Anyways, that brings Toasty's E-Tank count up to 6. It looks like he is just going to be picking up all of the E-Tanks up here in Brinstar. If he picks up Etikun, and that will bring his total up to 8. That super was early. And that one was good. So 80 tanks is all he needs, and then after that he can just get Spring Ball, and then go up to the Criteria Meridia elevator through the toilet bowl. Go back up through the toilet bowl, basically, and then he is done. If only Toasty was listening, he would have known that super was very... Yep, he confirmed no suspicious behavior going on. Ooh, Toasty just missing the... I forget what that trick's called. Blockbuster, I think? Just missing the Blockbuster, but he does plenty of busting with the screw attack down the tower. So he's alright. Meanwhile, I believe that's all of the Brinstar missiles for Tracie. No, it's not. Tracie still needs the Kraid missile. But everything else she should have if I've done my math. By math, I mean... I didn't actually do any math. I just think she's picked them all up. So it looks like Toasty is gonna pick up, I imagine he's picking up the Mama Turtle tank. That would bring his total up to 8, and then he can go straight from here to Spring Ball, and from Spring Ball up to the elevator. So Toasty's actually really close to finishing.
I think he definitely needs to provide us with some kind of a tip for informing him about the missiles, though.
Well, our tracker said, according to the tracking, he has enough missiles. And according to my eyes, I think he has all the missiles. But, my